Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Yes. For the better part of yesterday, Pandora Papers expose was the discussion. And today also, if you go through online discussion, that is still the discussion. So about some few hours ago, Mutahi Ngunyi has actually dropped a bombshell on the Pandora Papers. A bombshell. So I want us to have a look at Mutahi Ngunyi's bombshell on the Pandora Papers, after which, as usual in this channel, we are going to see what it really means and portends for the fight against corruption in Kenya as of today. So if in case you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. Thank you. God bless you. Let's have a look at Mutahi Ngunyi's bombshell on the Pandora Papers. Mutahi Ngunyi. Those Pandora Papers are fishy. The timing. If Ruto's house in Sugoi is worth 1.5 billion, how are the Kenyatas worth 3 billion? How are they worth 2 Ruto houses? Do not insult our intelligence. Yes. That's Mutahi Ngunyi's bombshell on the Pandora Papers. And this bombshell should not actually be taken lightly. It really carries a lot of weight as far as the fight against corruption is concerned in Kenya. Yes. And yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we did a detailed analysis on this Pandora Papers because it's a very complicated discussion and topic, because these are just leaked information. But what we are sure about is that some figures has been leaked out, and the figures is assumed and alleged through this Pandora Papers that the Kenyatta family, not even Uhuru Kenyatta himself, but the Kenyatta families have got some accounts outside of Kenya, mostly in Panama and British Virgin Islands, worth about 3.3 billion Kenya shillings. That is what is in the public domain. So Mutahi Ngunyi here is just actually asking, these Pandora Papers are fishy. The timing, if Ruto's house in Sugoi is worth 1.5 billion, how are the Kenyatas worth 3 billion? Because it's alleged, ladies and gentlemen, that Ruto has built a home or a house in Eldoret, or to be specific, in Sugoi, a house worth 1.5 billion Kenya shillings. That is something that is in the public domain. So from the Pandora Papers leaks, we are being told that the Kenyatta family, they have stashed about 3.3 billion Kenya shilling in offshore accounts in Panama and British Virgin Islands. So technically, it simply means that the Kenyatta family's fortune outside of Kenya, the ones in their accounts, is worth only 2 Ruto houses. So that's what Mutahi Ngunyi is actually asking. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? So in this video today, ladies and gentlemen, I really want us to look at this topic from a different point of view. Because largely yesterday, we discussed everything concerning this topic. So today, I just want us to really understand what this really means for the fight against corruption in Kenya. Because as of today, the president of Kenya, who is charged with the responsibility of fighting corruption, is none other than Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. That's the person who has the full responsibility to make sure corruption is fought in this country. So if now, as Kenyans, we now start throwing stones at the person we have given that responsibility, who now is going to take charge of the fight against corruption, are Kenyans just trying to tell us that now because everybody is corrupt, then we should forget about the fight against corruption. Because for the better part of yesterday, if you are very keen following the Tanga leaders and their supporters, they were throwing a lot of insults and mud against President Uhuru Kenyatta. That Uhuru has been lecturing them about corruption every now and then. In a nutshell, they were trying to insinuate that Uhuru Kenyatta should now go quiet on corruption. He should go silent against the fight on corruption. Assuming today Uhuru Kenyatta goes quiet against the fight, or rather he goes quiet on the fight on corruption, who is now going to come out to fight corruption? Who is going to fight corruption? Are we going to normalize corruption so that all these politicians can now just steal? Because now we are going to assume that everybody is corrupt. That's not how to build a country. As of today, the person charged with that responsibility of making sure corruption is actually fought, and fought to the letter, is the president, Uhuru Kenyatta. So these leaders coming out to tell us now the president has been lecturing them about fighting corruption. These are actually the enemies of this country. These are the agents of corruption. And I can authoritatively say, we say here today, and yesterday I also maintained that this is now corruption fighting back. It's purely corruption fighting back. Because we cannot have the people who are considered to be corrupt now throwing stones on some leaked information, alleged information of something that the president is not even implicated directly, but the family. And not that he's accused of corruption, but his sin here is that his family deposited some money in maybe in Panama and British Island Virgin. That's the accusation. While they themselves, they have been mentioned in numerous allegations of corruption. Just recently, we had Rigathi Gachagua being charged in court over accusation of fraudulently acquiring about 12 billion Kenya shillings. And we saw Tanga all coming out in support of Rigathi Gachagua. And now they were trying to say that they were being fought. And now, Kenyatta's family is now being insinuated that they have deposited only 3 billion in Panama and British Island. And now Tanga are now celebrating. These are agents of corruption. The real corruption, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe as a country, we should all condemn, is the kind we are witnessing with this Tanga. And I'm not trying to take sides here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to be factual as things stand. Western Hotel sits on a public land as of today. William Ruto, the deputy president, is actually receiving revenue or getting revenue from Western Hotel, a hotel that sits on a public land. That's the corruption we should all gang against. That is corruption. Ruto directly is linked there. Some times back, in Eldoret, an IDP by the name of John Muteshi, an IDP, took William Ruto to court over accusation that William Ruto grabbed his land. The court agreed with the late Muteshi, and William Ruto was found guilty of fraudulently acquiring that land. That's the kind of corruption we should all gun against. Not just a mere allegation of some leaks. We can't be blackmailing everybody. Because as a country, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that for Kenya, for us as a people to fight corruption, then the person who have given that mandate, he should be supported. So in this case, the president has to be supported as he fights this corruption issue. And yesterday, the president actually made it clear that upon his return to Kenya, he's going to look at all this thing of corruption. And he mentioned something like audit. Let me take this opportunity to tell our president that, Mr. President, the moment you land in Kenya, please, revive the thing of lifestyle audit for top government officials, if possible. Revive that thing of lifestyle audit. Let everybody come out clean and state what he has and how he got that. I think if you do that, as a country, we shall be moving to the right direction. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, subscribe and also give this video a like. In this video, we do a daily political analysis on current political issues and events. And if you are watching us outside of Kenya for the very first time, drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are also watching us from. Drop a comment. And to our co-esteemed fans and subscribers, God bless you. God bless Kenya. Yes. Otherwise, tamu sana. Tamu sana is tamu sana.